All right, so some Nintendo news, some more Nintendo news. Um, this is kind of confusing. I'm just going to go ahead and say that up front. So we've been talking about the Nintendo NX, and that has been it's going to be the next Nintendo console that comes out, probably next year, 2017. I think everyone is expecting that. Um, and the rumors have kind of been flying around about it basically being a um, half home console, half handheld portable device. Um, so we have this new report that has come out, um, pointed out by looks like NeoGaf reported this. Um, what Nintendo has stated, and this is a translation of it, the driving force up until now has been new business from health services, theme parks, and mobile games, etc. But we'll switch over to the next generation game system, NX, and next gen handheld game device, MH, temporary name. And this is the first time anyone's heard about this. Um, we've actually known about the existence of the NX since March of 2015, so a little over a year now we've known about the upcoming Nintendo console. So this kind of changes things the way that we've been expecting. Like the NX seems to be like a hybrid home console and portable system, or maybe they're just calling the portable system something different. But yeah, what did you have to take away from that?
First off, like you said before, 2 years. 2 years. New portable gaming system. Just want to get that out of the way. Second off, I'm gonna be contradicting myself a little bit here, but I kind of want to move away from the 3DS just a little bit. Just because it has existed for such a long time, and I believe going from the Game Boy Advance to the DS. I'm not going to count the Game Boy SP because that was pretty much just a smaller DS. It was like the DS and Game Boy Advance like had a child. That was the Game Boy SP. But this is hopefully a completely new portable system, and I've had some thoughts of maybe home consoles being able to also be played mobilely, like just because it's sitting right there. The GameCube, for an example, I thought playing GameCube games on the go would be amazing. Playing Mario Kart Double Dash with my brother on road trips, Super Smash Bros. Melee, but of course now we have Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS. That's a mouthful. Um, and then thinking about it, I don't know how it would actually go because the thought of it sounds interesting and cool. But until you actually get to see it, until you experience it, you don't really have a hard factual opinion or knowledge of how that could go. It could go completely south for all you know. So I think maybe splitting it off between having a completely new generation console and hopefully a new generation handheld game separated, not combined. I think that would be a better opinion. Also, I think that could do. I think you could have a little bit more variation between the two, kind of make the handheld a little bit more for like I don't know. I see handhelds being used by younger teenagers, mainly from like let's say like 11th grade and like between 8th and 11th grade. I see like a whole bunch of kids using handheld systems. So maybe using that for those and keep that like E to teen, and then maybe consoles like keep it E to teen just like Nintendo, and then maybe occasionally come out if they want to step into that zone, maybe something that's a little bit yeah like that.
So yeah, it I think it would be the safer move to just basically keep things the way we've been going. We've had uh, Game Boy alongside Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color alongside 64, Game Boy Advance alongside GameCube, DS alongside Wii, 3DS alongside Wii U. So yeah, that would be that. I definitely think that'd be a safe partnership with the handheld and the console. I still think there's a chance that these two systems could be linked, um, where you could basically. One of the things that drives me kind of crazy with Nintendo is we haven't really had a way to play portable games on a TV since they gave us the Game Boy Player on GameCube, and before that we had the Super Game Boy. I I don't see why they don't see that as something that's a viable option. So hopefully this is something that, hey, if you have both systems, you can actually take your portable system and just stream the information to the console. Voila, you're playing your portable game on your TV now. I think that'd be a neat thing. Um, so there is a chance that this completely changes our views of what the NX is going to be, and maybe with the MH, it's not going to be so different the way we thought it might have been. Um, but it's interesting because if this is going to be a traditional standalone handheld system, like Nintendo's handheld systems have been up to this point, we're going to enter into a period that we haven't had since the Game Boy Advance. Um, if you remember, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color and all of its alterations always had competition, whether it be Sega's Game Gear or the Neo Geo Pocket. Uh, they always had some kind of competition from other video game developers. And then Game Boy Advance came out and it really didn't have anything to compare. Then, of course, it was PSP versus DS and 3DS versus the Vita. I really don't see Sony doing another handheld. I think they're done.
as they should
um,
be.
yeah, it's just it's not going to be a success. So with the exception of tablets and smartphones, which I see gaming kind of getting to, I think gaming has peaked on mobile devices. I don't think it's going to, I've never thought it was going to be this large replacement of handhelds, and some people have even said it's going to replace consoles. No,
No.
it's just, it's not going to work. Um, Mobile games are mobile games. They play the best with a touchscreen and just a touchscreen, not a controller. So I honestly think if they go into this, that it's going to be another strong handheld, and Nintendo will continue to be the king of handhelds.
I do want to add on Pokemon Go. I hope you're going to be as amazing as Nintendo is building you up to be, because I really want you to be. And if you're not, I'll just cry myself to sleep for a few days.
Pokemon.